Father Bonduel speaking before groups in Green Bay, going up to Oconto and speaking in the lumber camps. And he spoke French along with the Flemish language. You know, French was the language of education in Belgium. So Father Bonduel was very instrumental. In 1861, there was 17 Belgians, mainly from Oconto, working in the lumber camps from Oconto, but Belgians from Brussels and Door County, Kewaunee County, and Brown County, that enlisted in the Company G of the 17th Wisconsin Infantry. That was the first group. These were volunteers. They weren't drafted men. They volunteered. Company G was a French-speaking regiment. The officers and the sergeants and the corporals were French Canadians and a few Frenchmen and Belgians. And they were a French-speaking company. That was the company and the regiment that the most Belgians saw the most active combat in the Civil War was the 17th Wisconsin Company G. Among the people that enlisted in 1861 was a man named Amand Dietrich. He was a single man from the town of Lincoln. He had 40 acres of land there, and he joined the army. He didn't have a wife or a mother and father living in the town of Lincoln. He was by himself. Another man from the town of Brussels was Victor Jurek, and he was a Walloon Belgian, and he also enlisted. His father had died in Belgium. His mother had remarried, moved out to Brussels Township, and purchased, I believe, 8 acres of land. He left Brussels, went out to Oconto, and enlisted in Oconto in the lumber camps. He also died in service of disease. An older person was a single man from a province of Namur. His name was Del Cherie, and he was a single man. He was in his 40s, and he purchased land in the town of Luxembourg. He had 40 acres there, and he gave up his 40 acres, enlisted in Company G to 17 Wisconsin in 1861. He also died of disease in the Civil War. And among the people that enlisted in the 17th Wisconsin, names that you're more familiar with are names that you hear today, names like Lacourt, Laurent, Nellis, Pay, Robson, Van der Vest, Luce. And these men all went into the 17th Wisconsin in 1861, usually around November, and they stayed in until the war was over. And these guys, they saw a lot of combat. They were fighting in Vicksburg, at Atlanta, the March to the Sea in the Carolinas. You were also stationed in Louisiana.